actually had this character for quite a while now. Her name is Isabel, and back then, during the Protector's Wish days, back when the apostrophe was behind the S, but it didn't really mean that much, she acted sort of as this mentor, matronly role model for one of the main characters, Jade, to look up to. But beyond that, in the episode she appeared in, she sort of just acted as a plot device for Jade and Evelyn to be able to switch outfits, because I didn't feel like drawing the same outfits over and over again. She has yet to appear in the modern iteration of the show, but when I was thinking of ways to blend the medieval aspect of the previous iteration of the show versus the modern iteration of the show, I thought of an ancestor for Jade, who I named Jasper, and I was just looking for a last name, so I stole Isabel's, basically. Her name is Isabella Ryan, and I was like, well, that sounds cool, I'm gonna give it to Jasper. And then that idea sort of spawned into, oh, what if they were married instead? And he took her last name. And that idea just sort of began to evolve more and more the more that I thought about it and worked on it. I recently finished polishing up a cool little script I wrote for Jasper's story. With origin stories, I'm like, okay, they've got to be easier to produce than normal episodes so I can get them out quicker. But for Jasper's story, I ended up adding so many characters, Isabel included, and one of the characters I added was this niece character, niece apprentice, that sort of acts as the mentee. She fills in the mentee role. And I approached my good friend Casey, aka Chaos Theorist, about her voicing her, and we just ended up becoming, I guess, collaborators on her story. We got into a 6-hour call one time playing golf, like a golf game, just going back and forth like, oh, what if this, and what if that, and oh my god, what if this, and she turned into a bunny. Yeah, and she's no longer Isabel's niece anymore, but just a bitter apprentice. Yeah, only me and Casey will get that. Yeah, I felt in my current art block from episode 2, drawing so many high school frames of episode 2, I started to draw full body references. I did Jasper, and then I did Cadmus. For some reason, he has nothing to do with anything, but I just love Cadmus so much. Anyway, I was going to do this apprentice character, but Casey was like, no, you should do Isabel first. When she hears this, she's probably gonna be like, I didn't tell you to do anything, okay? But it was true. And hashtag everything I do is for Casey. So in terms of her story and design, I sort of wanted to keep the witch aspect of her original character in APW. And the more that I worked on Jasper's script, I sort of developed the idea that she performed as an entertainer on the streets of this military heavy guard focused city called Might Guard. Like as a magical prodigy, she used her magic to just entertain the people. And there's even a line that I wrote for Jasper where he's sort of narrating his thoughts, and he says, "And while the people were enamored by her magic, I was completely enamored with her." Because it's true, like in my head, this version of Isabel is charming and I guess witty. Maybe that's my Aphmau influences coming in, looking at Lucinda. But yeah, she eventually forms a witches guild and starts to collect apprentices and teach them the ways about her sorcery. And the apprentice character that me and Casey developed is sort of like, I was the favored one of them all, excuse you. I don't think I portray it very well in the script, but I wanted Isabel to have this title, whether or not she chose it for herself or it was bestowed upon her, but I wanted her to be known as the Great Witch Isabel. Honestly, I don't know if that really translates well in her design either, but I gave her her witch's hat with a feather similar to her original design, her soft serve swirly hair, but I turned it more red rather than orange. I changed her off-the-shoulder dress to have buttons and the flowy bits, the flowy sleeves, to have more scrapes. Those are not the right words to describe it at all. I gave her gauntlets that sort of up her dexterity, a belt, sort of a cloth belt that wraps around similar to Jasper's design, and a normal belt that has a hand axe for foraging, and just a bag to her side for I guess components, magical components. I gave her leather boots that have these thorns wrapping around them, similar to the thorns enchantment from Minecraft. And a staff. An interesting thing I like about the staff is that I designed the two triangles to represent the fire triangle symbol and then the nature triangle symbol, because even though fire is not her main thing at all, I just wanted to reflect her personality that's more headstrong. I don't want to say fiery, but like determined, mixing with her nature magic, because I made her a primal soul. I think I changed her from being a recessive magic user to just a magic user. So I don't know why she would need components. Am I just a bad storyteller? Just kidding. Yeah, and that's Isabel.